I love Rowe because it's really one of the most extraordinary little conference centers that exists. It also has a certain kind of sweetness to it, the way it meets people, really touches people's lives. Because Rowe is the smallest of the famous conference centers, but really runs the same quality programming and oftentimes the same programs, it runs it in a more intimate way. And so it's very valuable for people to be able to come up here and get to eat lunch with Jean Houston or one of the other fabulous conference leaders. Not just attend the workshops, but really get to hang out with Dina Metzger or Ysaye Barnwell or whoever. It's really a unique and extraordinary place.
My biggest hope is that people will find out something about their own song and be affirmed in giving voice to it. Whether it's an actual vocal song or whether it's something with an instrument or whether it's simply their dream of what they want to do in their life work with music and song as metaphors for that expression. In the context of Rowe, which is a cultural center within nature, we create a kind of garden for making music in which the participants learn that they can be both the blossoming flowers and the gardeners and go away with not only a sense of themselves and the uniqueness and the specialness of their expression, their song, if you will, but an ability to guide others, to create these contexts where they live, if they can find a few people willing to make sounds in the dark with them.
I come here a lot. I come here a couple times a year. Mostly now I have wonderful friendships from people that I've met here. But I also come for just the wonderful peace that's here and the way it makes me feel. It makes me feel inside. It makes me feel different than my normal life. Like I get away from all the static that's out there, and here I'm much more peaceful and real, more real. You can make things happen here if you want to try something. It's like a stretch for me to do that kind of thing. So it's like a place where I feel safe enough to try out things that I would like to do.
Rowe has a very special spirit, and among all of these remarkable watering holes that have sprung up around the United States in the last 30 years, many of which I've had the privilege to visit, Rowe is maybe one of the most ingenuous and down-to-earth and welcoming. And it's a great renewal to come here every time. The people are friendly, the people that are drawn to come here are very respectful and inquisitive and willing to jump into these kind of music adventures that we do. And the food is out of this world. And the whole thing is just a great nourishment. So I always look forward very much to the next time. Community is something that's sorely missing in the modern world, at least in this country. And the cities have pretty much displaced. And it's a great and rare treat to feel a sense of community with people who come to be at a place that's set more or less in the wilderness as Rowe is, and share music making and having meals and washing dishes and taking walks and whatever together for a few days. And to know that that's possible, that the community is possible, because it's in smaller communities, communities that have a sense of some common identity or mission or place, that we come forth, that we emerge as expressive beings. It's very hard, I think, for that to happen in a city where you feel lost, so you're just one of a huge throng in which maybe your voice and or your vote don't count that much. Here, they do, and I think that gives us a renewed sense of optimism about what might be possible for the human species.
Good morning. How beautiful. Thank you. It is a beautiful day, too. Yeah, so you're all awake in there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, let's go.
Yes.
Hi.
Wondering, I locked myself out of my wonderful room down there.
Yes.
Shall we gather in the circle? Let's make a circle all around the outside of the tables, please. To be simple, 'tis a gift to be free, 'tis a gift to come down where we ought to be. And when we find ourselves in a place just right, it will be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend we shan't be ashamed.
Nice to see you all this morning. For breakfast, we have wonderful hot oatmeal loaded with goodies to get you warm. So lightly sweetened with maple syrup, and there's a little brown sugar if you'd like it sweeter. And hot out of the oven, date currant scones. Hot. Enjoy your breakfast.
A little wet. A little wet.
There's another little one. A
Well, I
teeny
don't know.
little one? Anyone
No,
want
no,
a
no,
little teeny
no.
one?
Anyway, there may be somebody.
I'm gonna have a teeny one.
Filling stuff we have to have room for all the other good stuff.
I know.
When people come to Rowe, what they feel mostly when they arrive is that they're at home. And they really have a certain sense of being able to be themselves in this home. They really get accepted for who they are, and they get to try out different ways of being, and they discover things about themselves and give themselves permission to accept themselves. And it really is quite extraordinary what happens here. I'm not sure it's from what we do or whether there's a certain energy already that exists in the hills here, but it really invites people to be their best selves. They begin to feel like it's their own place also. It's not just a place to come to, it's a place to come home to.